I am Vincent van Gogh, and I want to share something with you. That took me years of suffering to understand. You see that painting on the wall? Those swirling stars, that bright yellow, those bold strokes? People call them beautiful now. But when I painted them, I was alone in an asylum, my mind fracturing, my heart breaking. Nobody wanted my work. Nobody believed in me. Let me tell you the secret they never mention in the art books. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is raw material. Every rejection letter I received, every night I went to bed hungry, every time my brother Theo had to send me money because I couldn't sell a single painting, I felt like a failure. The world told me I was wasting my life. My family was ashamed. The townspeople mocked me. But here's what I discovered in those dark moments. When you're in pain, you see colors others cannot see. When you're suffering, you feel depths others will never reach. Your wounds are not weaknesses. They are windows into truth that comfortable people will never find. I painted sunflowers when I had nothing. I painted starry nights when I was locked away. I painted wheat fields when I was hungry. And you know what? I painted them with more passion, more life, more truth than any artist who had everything. This is the secret. Your pain is not blocking your purpose. Your pain is revealing your purpose. But you must make a choice. Will you let your suffering destroy you? Or will you transform it into something the world has never seen? Let me be practical with you. Here's exactly what I did, and what you can do right now. First, I stopped waiting for the pain to end before I started creating. Most people say, when I feel better, then I'll pursue my dreams. No, create from the middle of your chaos. Create because of your chaos. Some of my greatest works came from my worst days. Second, I refused to paint like everyone else. The art schools rejected my style. Critics called it crude, unfinished, ugly. Good. Your pain has given you a unique vision. Don't waste it trying to fit in. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs your authentic voice, born from your authentic struggle. Third, I found meaning in the small things. A vase of flowers, a pair of old boots, a simple room. When everything else was falling apart, I learned to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. This is not just about art. This is about life. Your daily struggles, your simple moments. They contain more beauty than you realize. Fourth, I kept going when everyone said stop. My father wanted me to quit. Art dealers refused me. Fellow artists dismissed me. I sold one painting in my entire life. One. But I painted over 2,000 works. Why? Because the work itself was the reward. The creation was the healing. Now, I died at 37, alone and unknown. You might think my story is tragic. But here's what actually happened. My pain didn't destroy my purpose. My pain revealed it. Every broken piece of my life became a brushstroke. Every dark night became a canvas. And now, more than a century after my death, millions of people stand in museums crying at my paintings. Not despite my pain, but because of it. They see their own struggles in my wheat fields. They see their own loneliness in my bedroom. They see their own hope in my starry nights. This is what your pain can become. A gift to others. A light in someone else's darkness. So let me ask you directly, what pain are you carrying right now? That rejection? That failure? That loss? That fear that you're not good enough? That voice telling you it's too late? You're too broken. You made too many mistakes? Listen to me carefully. That pain you're trying to hide, trying to numb, trying to run from? That's your starry night waiting to be painted. That's your sunflowers waiting to bloom. That's your masterpiece in disguise. Here's what you do today. Right now. Take that thing you're most ashamed of, most afraid of, most broken by, and ask yourself, what if this is not my curse, but my calling? What if this pain is preparing me for something I cannot yet imagine? Then start creating. Not someday. Today. With what you have. Where you are. Write that story only you can write, because only you have lived it. Start that business born from your struggle. Help that person going through what you survived. Create that art, that music, that solution, that change that only your unique pain could produce. You don't need more time. You don't need less pain. You don't need perfect conditions. You need to decide that your suffering will not be wasted. I painted in poverty. You can create in yours. I painted in madness. You can create in your chaos. I painted in rejection. You can create in yours. The darkest night will end and the sun will rise. But don't wait for the sunrise to start painting. Paint the darkness itself. Transform it. Give it meaning. Make it matter. This is how you turn pain into masterpieces. Not by avoiding the pain, not by pretending it doesn't exist, but by looking directly at it and saying, "You will not defeat me. You will become my greatest work." Years from now, someone will look at your life, at what you built, from your brokenness, and they will cry. Not from sadness, but from recognition. They will see their own pain reflected back as something beautiful, something possible, something worth surviving for. That's your calling. That's your secret. Now go create your starry night. The canvas is waiting. Your pain is ready. And the world needs what only you can make from it. I am Vincent van Gogh. And this is how you turn suffering into art, darkness into light, and pain into purpose. Begin today.